back. This show, months in the making. I've been excited for. I've been, all excited to return to Japan. I don't know if I've ever seen the Arena, but I've had some great memories of him. Honestly, I'm going my last outlaw. He had, his resume, you can't speak for itself. Not Rollins, who is allegedly from here, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm gonna commentate the whole show. I'm just excited to be here. I want to see all these matches. There's not a single match on here that would be considered a stupid match. I don't know how I'm gonna leave my seat, but indeed, the opening contest, Taipei Death Match. These men are gonna tape their fists. There's gonna be glue on the tape. They're essentially gonna have glass hands. And this is the first for Rush. This isn't a match type even in Japan that happens regularly. But this is a point where George Miller's and Chris Maverick, this is a point it's gotten to, and it's over tonight. I would think. One way or another. And I think everyone here is sort of on edge. We don't know what the hell we're going to see out of this match. These guys have had a brutal steel cage. It's their anniversary. They had an awesome I Quit match that ended very unfortunately. George has kidnapped Chris Maverick's family. What the hell? How do you... What's the extent of this violence, of this hatred? After all that, nobody knows, but we're gonna find out. I encourage you, keep that thing on. go wrestle with it on. Alright, good, good. I can't wait to see where that gets you, you son of a bitch. I apologize for my language. I can't promise I'm going to carry unbiased in the first match. Got my hand in it. I did. The necklace I wore for 6 years. Maverick, I get the glass on my tape and I just keep punching him in the throat, try to slit his throat and fucking kill the guy and be like, uh-oh, accident happened. And then this Maverick sets the record for most I'm a freak, boo. I'm wildin'. I'm on 1,000. I wanna see Irina shake next to Dowson. So we be going to dinner for Miami nights on the DNA. Trying to hide what's obvious seeing me. Conversation about your name. Get my same color suit from the VMAs. Oh, who was watching? Who the fuck was it? Me skipping off that stage in 5 dozen. Yeah, 6 grand for a minute's time. Italian Vogue style a nigga for a minute rhyme. Let's be clear and let's be fair. The best thing in music's being off here. I cannot say I've ever been in a situation. I've been in many situations throughout my career. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I had glass taped to my hands. So I'm sorry, I can't give much detailed insight. I think these guys are just gonna, they're gonna try to maim each other. What can you do? This was never gonna end with headlocks and wrist locks and arm ringers. It was only gonna end one way. And it is this way. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Chris Maverick swing and a miss. You got to be careful. Some matches you can afford to take punches. You can afford to, you know, eat some punches, wear your opponent out. Not this one. But I would even say, as much as I you know, like to break down the sort of strategy behind what wrestlers are thinking, it doesn't apply to this match. It's a barbarian fight. Oh my God! There's a right hand to the jaw. Oh, Chris Maverick is still. I think some of it hit his beard. It didn't quite cut his mouth. Oh, now they're just throwing. Now they're just throwing. Now they're just throwing. Maverick aiming for the cheek. George going for that lower jaw. Goes for the backdrop driver. And he tears that stupid mask off. There we go. Unfortunately, now we have to look at George Mills' face, but hopefully... Oh my God, hopefully it's bleeding very soon. And he is whooping his ass. He's whooping his ass. He's whooping his ass. Rights, lefts, right to the face with a glass taped to his hands, cutting him open. Look at him. He's leaking. He's leaking. Now he's got Miller's up. Oh my God. Body uppercut. Oh my God. I mean, look. If that glass punctures your lung, I mean, Jesus. See, if you want to hurt him, you hit him in the face. If you want to do damage, you want to do long-term damage, you go for every other part of the body, pretty much. And here's George trying to get his first drops of blood off Chris, and he does. It's no surprise here. Hard. Oh, hammer whip. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. I mean, George Mills, what do you even say about this guy that hasn't been said already? I mean, not even his own. I don't even know if you can call them mentors. His own stablemates. I mean, some of them like Jordan and they still like him, I guess, somehow. But I don't really. Those guys don't really strike me as guys who think for themselves. Oh, right hand, right hand. Now we're on the outside. I mean, these guys can't be controlled. There's just no way. Right into the ring post. Jesus Christ. Lifts him up. Tosses him back into the ring. Quiet down, quiet down. We're gonna make some noise. We're gonna make some music over here. Oh my goodness. He's grinding the glass into his skin, into his forehead, drawing even more blood out. You know, I know, guys, and here's the thing. This is gonna be probably a long match, and they're bleeding already. I'll tell you what, I know guys in the wrestling business who have gotten infections from bleeding that long untreated. I hope George Miller's could maybe get HIV. Somehow. I just want him to die, really. I just want him to... I don't want him to wrestle anymore. I mean, a guy like this has no place in this business. He has no place in the world kidnapping children. It's a headbutt. More headbutts. I mean, Chris doesn't give a damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can hear the buckles. The bounce. Oh, and George goes down. He's covering up. He's cowering. He is cowering. Like a fucking coward. Like the scared little man-child that he is. I mean, he's a man-child. What else can you call him? He's not a grown man. He's not an adult. Oh, come on. Raking the eyes. What the hell do you need to rake the eyes for? You got glass on your hands. Can't be that hard to fight back. You slimy piece of shit. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Glass right into the face. Now a lariat. Now George getting some time to recover, unfortunately. I mean, the thing is, you've been through the stuff that these guys have. You build sort of a pain tolerance. I mean, if anybody saw that I Quit match back at Justice, the things those guys were doing, almost killing each other. And of course, Steel Cage's anniversary in Texas. But I'll tell you what, there's no more perfect setting than right here in Japan, where people have died in this ring. Men like Atsushi Onita, Terry Funk have had wars that lived on forever. Oh my god, now he's... Jesus. Jesus. Now he returned the favor. It's hard to get a good gauge of... I mean, obviously George is controlling the match right now, but who has the advantage? Who has done more damage? I mean, these guys have been just cutting each other up, just digging glass into their own skin, their own flesh, and it's disgusting. But you can't... Oh, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with this guy? What's even the point of that, man? You're just being disgusting at that point. I mean, there's no tactical advantage to doing that. Just being a slimy piece of shit, as usual. The thing, oh my god, I gotta feel. I mean, I feel for Chris Maverick for a number of reasons, but you know George smells crazy in there with all the blood and the sweat, and you know. He's not a very... doesn't really take care of himself. And I mean, seriously, that does play a factor when you're wrestling. Jesus Christ. Now this guy is... George Miller's is like... a human piece of mucus. I mean, we gotta detox the ring, detox the... Well, now we gotta detox the fan area. Everywhere he touches, this disgusting piece of shit. Now look at him. What the hell you gotta bring him in the crowd for? Chris Maverick's fighting back. We may need... I mean... Oof, this could get really dangerous. I mean, we got glass flying everywhere and there's fans all over the building. This could be detrimental. If I was you fans, I'd stay back. I'd try not to get in the middle of this. Uh-oh. And a stun run, there we go. Big piece of offense right there from Chris Maverick. He's going to keep the momentum going. He's going to take us back to ringside. Chris is bleeding hard. taking a breather. Chris Maverick is trying his best to recover here. I mean, he already he's been through a lot of pain. He's been through a lot of... Hey, what the hell? What the hell? BD, what the fuck is he doing here? What the hell is he doing here? Coming after Chris Maverick now? Now during this? It's not my responsibility to take care of him. I'm not his caretaker. What the hell is he doing here? That's a spike in his hand. It's a goddamn railroad spike. Okay, good on the officials for catching that. It would have been legal. We gotta get him out of here. Did he really fly all the way to Japan, halfway across the world to? Oh gee, oh come on! You gotta be kidding me. Just get this guy out of the arena. Well, Chris Maverick caught the distraction and now he's paying for it. I don't know what the hell BD was. I know they have their issues. I'm getting out of the way here. I think you two should also get out of the way here. These two are on the announce desk. That's a timekeeper's table, actually. Oh, what the hell. Well, those Japanese tables are really, really strong. They are... Oh, Jesus Christ. Right on the bell! Oh my God! Damn it! This is all because of BD. I mean, I love the guy, but that son of a bitch, what was he thinking? At this time, at this date, you can save it for Saturday. Come on. What's wrong with saving it for Saturday? Even Thursday. Why do you have to come here now? Why do you have to distract Chris Maverick now? You want him to tag you? He has glass attached to his hands. Why would you want him to tag you? Now Chris being taken back to ringside. Yeah, I don't know. That stun gun on the barricade is pretty good, but a power driver on the ring bell. I mean, especially considering Chris Maverick hasn't wrestled in I don't know how long. When was Justice? That's been a long time, a month about, that he hasn't stepped foot in the ring. And he just took a pile driver on the ring bell. Or sorry, yeah, it was Lethal Lockdown. That's right. Where George Miller's took his kid, used him to win the match. And that was the last time he set foot in the ring. Jesus. I mean, this is getting hard to watch. That blood on George's pants, it's not even his. Chris Maverick is just gushing. He's just gushing blood. Getting all over that canvas. Oh, God. Right hand. Chris Maverick's tied up in the ropes. He's defenseless. And I mean, it's legal. There's nothing. But I mean, if you're the ref, you got to get to. I mean, it gets to a point. There's still rules and standards. He's defenseless. I mean, I'm not saying call the match, but Jesus Christ. And he's just unloading. I mean, it's getting hard to call, let alone watch. I don't. Jesus. I'll tell you what, I made a promise to Chris that I wouldn't, you know, I'd let him handle this. Unless something or someone got involved, I would let him handle this. But Saitama Japan is rallying Chris on, but I don't know. George Miller's with a swing. And it connects. What the hell? What the hell? Chris Maverick just... Did it connect? It did connect. My eyes aren't deceived. It connected. The punch with the glass connected, and Chris Maverick... I don't know what the hell is going on. It didn't even... It connected. It connected. For that time for sure, the punch made contact. And it does again. Oh, but Chris Maverick... I think it was adrenaline. What the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa! Chris Maverick is alive, and he's unloading shots after shots to the face of George Miller's, and this place is going crazy. Right, left. Just a combo of right jabs right to the jaw. And George Miller's doesn't know where the hell he is. And Chris Maverick with one last right hand. Down goes Millers. And the son of a bitch's life. He just exhausted everything he had in the gas tank. But he saved this match. And George Miller's is out. He is gone. And that's the kind of stuff that George Miller's could never do. He could not, because George may be younger. Maybe he has more energy. Maybe he's more flexible. Maybe he can do more moves. But that spirit, that heart, it's not taught. You can't teach it. You sure as hell can't learn it from a son of a bitch like Adrian Vasquez. My apologies, but you can't teach it. You either have it or you don't. And George Miller's will never have that kind of spirit in his life. The slimy prick. Fucking Mongol. Oh, curb stop misses. Come on, Chris. You can't let him. He's still down. He went for the final atonement there. Did not connect. But, I mean, George, he was just really just avoiding. Oh, come on. And Chris is already half blind from all the blood in his face, and he just made it worse. That hit him right in the eye. And George is, he's got to go after the eyes to, take control. And oh my goodness, a crossface with the glass grinding into his skin. Center of the ring. It's smart, but I don't... Oh, you can just hear the glass scraping. I mean, some of the glass is it's glued to his tape, but it's gotten out of his tape and just stuck in the skin of Chris Maverick's face. Some of the glass is scraping against his teeth. Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, and Chris Maverick fighting with everything he can. Rising up. He knows he can't stay in this hold very long. Not that he plans to. And right into the turnbuckle. Back first goes George. He's still got the hold. Not very tight. All Chris has got to do. There he goes. He frees himself. And Chris he's gotta wake up. Uh-oh. George hopping right on his back into a sleeper hold. Those arms wrapped around the throat. Chris has already lost so much oxygen and blood and energy. Now he's being choked out. Jesus, and George is falling on him. He's just leaning his full body weight on Chris Maverick. It's not looking good. This is... Come on, Chris. Come on, the things I've seen you do. The wars you've been through. This guy couldn't get you to quit. He had to use your family. Come on. Don't let this guy... What now? He's letting go of him. He had the match. I don't want to say won, but he had the match in a very good position. He just willingly relinquished it. And he's gonna go bully an official who's just doing his job. He's just here to put food on his family's table. I know that guy, Nathan. He has kids at home. And George is... I'm not gonna get stuck on it, but just speaks to the kind of character he is. And now look at this. The sledgehammer that he beat up Chris's wife, Grace, with at Rush Justice to win the I Quit match. I was stomped, and now what? I mean, I'll tell you, as somebody who's very familiar with that weapon, this thing ends careers. It puts you in the hospital. It's not temporary damage or pain that it does. You use this weapon to leave a mark on somebody that they'll remember. Now what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. It's a goddamn wrestling match. I just don't understand. Yeah, I mean, I gotta, you know, I gotta call bullshit. Why is Dallas Maverick allowing? I mean, he's been watching this, just allowing this to happen. He's been allowing this guy to walk around with Isaac Maverick. I mean, what? This guy should not be in a wrestling company. This match technically should not even be happening. Bringing a child into a Taipei deathmatch or wrestling ring. Come the fuck on. What kind of man are you? What kind of coward are you that you gotta resort to this shit over and over and over? And you call yourself a wrestler, you call yourself a man. What the hell is he doing? What the... Oh no. Come on. Come on. George lets go. He lets go of the hammer. I'll be honest, I didn't expect to see what looks like a little bit of tact. I didn't expect to see him drop the hammer. Oh, but he is gonna drag Isaac out of the way. Come on, ref. You gotta step in there. He's got glass on his hands and he's grabbing him by the shirt. I mean, this kid has witnessed so much trauma at the hands of George Miller's in recent weeks. I don't even know how you can't undo that. It's permanent damage. Now he has to endure this. Come on, Chris. Oh, what the hell? There we go! There we go! There we go! Right! Right! Left! Get his ass! Get his ass! Get his ass! Come on! Come on! The blood out of your face! George Miller's charging in. And Chris Maverick just throws his whole body weight in that right hand. Oh my God. Come on. Come on, Chris. Send this bastard to the depths of hell. Rapid rights, lighting his ass up. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Big right hand to the jaw. Oh my God. Chris Maverick put so much in that he fell. Oh my God. George Miller's looks like he's foaming at the mouth or something. Good. Good. If I was Chris, I would get on top of him. I would just strangle him. With the glass, I would just strangle him. You know? Just strangle him. Oh, look at him. Look at him. He's choking. He's like... I think I see blood. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I think he might have hit him below the... He's hit him in the neck. He's... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Here we go, here we go. Come on. No, don't call this off. Don't call this off. Don't call this off. This is justice. Come on. This is the only possible way. The only possible way that you can serve justice for everything that he's done. For all the trauma he's inflicted on your family, on you. He can't breathe. Good. Right to the head. Right to the head. Yes! It's over. It's over. The son of a bitch! He's down! What a Stones walls, just the bones, y'all. I would damage her. And see Jessica stand, got the stamina. I'm in the car with Leo in the Binsburg. I heard Paul was friends with us in Ginsburg. Coco Rocha, Kate Mimosa, Alessandra Ambrosio, Andre Rubin and Olga. Caroline, don't tell her I'm very single. Abilene too, I'm a freak boo. I'm wildin', I'm on 1,000. I wanna see Irina shake next to so what we going to dinner for? Miami nights on the surface of some TNA. Trying to hide what's obvious to seeing me. We conversate a bit about your DNA. And my salmon color suit from the VMAs. Oh, who was watching? Who the fuck was it? Me skip across that stage in 5 dozen. Yeah, 6th grade for a minute's time. Italian Vogue style a nigga for a minute rhyme. Let's be clear and let's be fair. The best thing in music's being off from here. It's a round table full of bosses here. Still giving you a haul like the coffee's near.
woman and still need a savior. Maybe it's a billionaire, maybe it's that cocaine. I done seen drugs and money run the whole game. A good girl, lost in the city life. Ain't Sean provocateur, hold them titties right. I'm open tour, opposed the law. Give my girl a new port cause she's smoking yours. I'm the already up, model seniority. They call me less, but they all need more of me.
Handcraft material, champagne for cereal. Shorty stole my heart, criminal, my lucky charm. Fly clothes and beer shows, take me stuff we on. Stuff all my problems in their palm, and I'm puffin' strong. I've been locked in my way of thinking, now my cups are gone. Must have been the liquor talking, I'm begging the cups come on. I come on so regular, I come in custom form. TGIF, GT, raise my hustler's palm. My sound so calm, reminds me of my favorite chronicle. Roll like a supersonic, nigga haters vomit. Nigga make some money for you, make a comment. I meant to snap a while ago, but who knows where the time went. Probably dime chicks, whips with a ditty. Now I'm back like a 9 really run me New York City. See me clearly through the storm. The world's lines is pretty in my palm. Sean Dawn is me, tell me wrong.
Story, they don't really know it's in my head. You in me, I can let me better. Stop with the basics, to your open door. I let the cat, I sing that, getting better. Often leaning to the people who don't know, but you know what? Rose gold, presidential on my bony wrist. To my mind, to Chanel, LC the stunner. She got haters, some of the fan haters, but it don't really matter. We escaping with our paper. Hey, I'm in my arm, 50,000, I'm all good now. A nigga don't need no counseling. Woke up in the room when my mojo was active. Looking through the holes, but we look like they passive. Back when, let me not reflect in the ocean. I'm more